What's up, Cali Media? Welcome back to the channel, man. Today's we got two reaction clips. The first reaction clip will be at the 3-minute mark. So if you don't want to hear me talk, go ahead and fast forward and run the clip. With that being established, man, I do want to say shouts out to all my members on the channel. You guys are truly highly appreciated. I'm truly grateful. Hey, I appreciate all my new subscribers. I appreciate all my continuing viewers, right? Everybody who supports Cali Media, I want to say gracias, thank you, I appreciate you, man. So with that being established, let's push forward. So you guys already know this whole issue with Swifty Blue, Mr. Swifty Blue from the east side of Paramount, right? So in this next clip, man, Swifty Blue basically says that every time he goes to LA County Jail, he's general population, he's never locked it up. He says he even goes to his hood, which is true. I showed you guys in another video, and he still pops up like, what's cracking, right? And then one thing he does talk a little bit about is the whole situation about how people got themselves caught up, right? And he has a big point, man. He says, he offers 10 to 20,000 to prove that his name is on a document against certain people, right? Now, we all know that nothing was said for a long time. Like I said, somebody in LA Times does not like Swifty. Swifty really ticks somebody off in the Los Angeles Times, right? Because they're talking about things that could get somebody severely hurt, and when you put it out there for the world to hear, and it's so sensitive content that could get somebody hurt, multiple people in a wreck, it truly shows that Swifty Blue is not liked when it comes to whoever's the publisher at LA Times. People could say, nah, it's newsworthy. At the end of the day, homie, we're talking about putting somebody's life out there on the line. Like, we're talking about putting somebody's business for the world to hear, right? So that means that every single body knows the whole situation right now with Swifty. Swifty didn't bring it to the light. We all know that. LA Times did. So you gotta salute that, man. You gotta salute Swifty, homie. At the end of the day, he's still GP. He's still in his neighborhood, and he's still functioning in the streets of Los Angeles, homie. So, if you ask me, Swifty Blue is holding it down, homie. No matter how you see it, and I know fools are gonna hate it and talk and say this, and that. But let's not look at the gang aspect, homie. Let's look at the aspect as this individual has the heart to still be on the block, still be in Los Angeles, still be running around the streets, doing promos, doing music. Like, think about that, homie. Some homies get in trouble and they vanish off the face of the earth. Let's run this clip, though. We out.
I'm GP, nigga. Fuck you mean? How come I'm accessible when I go to LA County? Cause I'm a general population, you dumb mother.
All right. So, you know what? I know people don't like Swifty, and at the end of the day, homies, you're gonna say is this, homies, you're gonna say that, right? But one thing I will say about it is that Swifty Blue, whether he knew or not what was happening allegedly, right? He still went to the mainline. He still walked the mainline. He still did what he had to do. And let's keep it G, homie. Most homies that get in trouble over something small, they vanish, homie. They roll it up. So we gotta give the credit where credit's due, homie. At the end of the day, this individual did not snitch. He's not the one who brought this to light, right? The confidential informant that was involved with this situation brought it to light. You know what I mean? But this is only social media content because Los Angeles Times already put this out there. So therefore, I am not bringing nothing to light that hasn't already been to the public knowledge. So for there, we're going to react to the content, right? But I just think that it's a crazy situation, homie. At the end of the day, it just shows it's a cutthroat game, homie, and no one's playing. You know what I mean? So I just think that Swifty Blue is really, really holding it down, homie. And there's one other crybaby rapper talking about don't involve me in the beef, and you know what I mean? And it's funny because that crybaby is one of the ones that was pushing the agenda so hard. At the end of the day, homie, it is what it is. But let's listen to the next clip where Swifty Blue talks about, how fools got themselves caught up, how he's not responsible for fools not being smart enough, not to use TikTok, not to message about stuff like that on the internet, not to call from a jail phone and talk about, negative things that are gonna possibly allegedly go down. It just makes no damn sense. At the end of the day, you don't. It's just a bad look, homie. Let's get into the next clip, though.
What you talking about? It's not my fault niggas talking on the phones. Yeah, it's not my fault. I didn't put niggas on the phones. Talk out of here, nigga. Every single time, nigga. Every time. Dead homies, nigga. And I still put up to the set. Like, what's up? What's going on? Like, come on. Out of here. Niggas over here always, woo. Ain't no PC over here. The only people that messed up were the people that got themselves in trouble talking on the phones. Straight up. And even then, ain't nobody's life was ever in danger. And that's just honesty. You know what I'm saying? All that fake narratives that the internet's portraying, they're just getting a lot of people into trouble that has nothing to do with your boy. It has nothing to do with me. Shit.
All right. So at the end of the day, homie, Swifty Blue has some very, very good facts, right? And like he said, homie, it's not his fault someone got themselves caught up by talking too much. At the end of the day, homie, it tells you are being recorded, homie. I'm just saying, though, make that shit make sense, But at the end of the day, homie, everybody in this conspiracy is innocent till proven guilty. At the end of the day, it just sounds like an informant got everybody wrapped up in some BS. Because you already know how it goes, right? But many blessings to everybody involved, man. I hope everything goes well for every single body. But at the end of the day, they're human too. They got families, they got brothers, they probably got kids, and they probably got girls, you know what I'm saying? So, respect to them. Respect to Swifty, homie. At the end of the day, like I said, he continues to stand his ground, keep his mouth on silent. This is all he said, and he's just pointing out actual, homie. So drop a comment down there below. Hit that comment section up. Let me know what you guys think. I highly appreciate all of you guys. Go ahead and smash on that like button. Make sure you turn on the all notification bell. Take it all personal. Smash it on all so you don't miss no content that drops on Cali Media, right? Salute to all the members on the channel, everybody who continues to subscribe, and if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing to Cali Media. With that being established, we're gone.